reached out to Kyla Abraham, who's a school teacher at Riverview, also involved in coaching girls hockey and girls softball. Kyla, for the first time in a number of years, girls high school hockey has surfaced at Riverview. Tell us a little bit about the high school league, as it were, on the girls' front this year.
This year was a little bit of a rough start trying to get it going. Girls approached me in, I think it was October, wanting to get the girls hockey team going again. It has been quite a few years since we had it. I know when I attended it in 2002, we had a team. Troy McGinnis was a teacher and coach at Riverview. When he moved on to Malcolm, I don't know if there was anybody else to carry it forward. We have girls here that are on the Blizzards and the Lynx. They want to represent their school. They approached me and I was very honored because I know if Troy McGinnis didn't step up and coach our team, we wouldn't have had a girls hockey team. And being able to be a female and step up, it is such a great honor. They're a wonderful bunch of girls, and we're going to work hard on trying to get the full league maybe going next year. We don't want to conflict with the Blizzards or the Lynx. We don't want to take away from that. We want to keep building the girls hockey here in Cape Breton.
How many schools were involved this year?
In CBRM, unfortunately, it was just Riverview, and we did get our goalie from Rankin School of the Narrows. Out of all the girls we had, we did not have a goalie. They don't have many students at Rankin, so
Sure.
She came and played with us. We did play an exhibition game against Sarek in Port Hawkesbury. They are in Division 2, and we would be considered Division 1. So it's trying to work around that to get our league going. That more has to do with provincials. But if we can just get something going, just so the girls can have it, because I think even on the other side with Sarek and Dalbray, I don't know if they even have a regular season. They just more get their team together so they can go to provincials. It would be nice if we could see something like the guys.
Any indication as to what happened to this league when you played, what schools were involved? And it seems like there was nobody taking it on at Riverview. Was that the case at the other schools as well?
I think that was the case. I don't know if there wasn't as much players around. Troy McGinnis was coaching and his daughters were at Riverview as well. But when he went to Malcolm, I think he continued it for a few years, but it was difficult to teach at Malcolm, try to maintain the team at Riverview. I think he was even trying to do the team at Malcolm. They used to have a girls' fast pitch team, apparently, at one time. That went to the wayside. Trying to keep girls involved in the sports as they get older is difficult. So it's trying to keep them retained and know that they can do this for life. It's not just high school. It's not university. I'm continuing playing. We're trying to develop a women's league here. They're working at CBU there at the new rink. We actually had planned to start in January. A lot of it was started by Stacia Peters with the Cape Breton Women's Hockey League. But unfortunately, the rink was delayed, so our league was delayed. But it's showing these girls that they can play in whatever level and keep doing it for life. And we see the pros, the Professional Women's Hockey League. But we need to keep doing it at the younger level and keeping it going, keeping their interest there so that they will continue and not drop out of it.
You mentioned that you had participation from players in the Lynx, which is the girls U18, which is parallel to the boys U18. And we always talk about the Islanders and the Rush, and then the Blizzard, which feeds into the Lynx. Are you confident that if this league gets off the ground, that you could have a scenario where young women are playing on both teams? Somebody could play on both the Lynx and the Riverview Ravens?
I'm hoping so. I know there is more difficulty when it comes into January, it becomes playoff time. So I'm hoping maybe we can get it started a little earlier and have it not conflict because there's not as many in it yet. So we don't want to pull away from those. We want it just as an extra fun thing. The girls get together, have fun. Yes, still competitive, but it's just an extra so they can get together because I have 19 girls from Riverview that are from the Lynx, the U18 AA Blizzards, and the U18A Blizzards. They don't get to play together because they're on those three separate teams. But we come together at Riverview, and I'd even like to have two teams just to keep the girls interested and have fun. And there's future girls that they need to see those girls continuing to play and seeing that love, knowing that when they get older, they can still keep doing it.
Obviously, you have the two schools out west, but do you think you could see something with some of the other schools locally, too, in the CBRM?
I am hoping, and even if the schools don't have enough between two schools, maybe they come together and form a team just so they can represent their schools. A lot of the girls, they want to be able to show off and be like, hey, I play hockey for my high school just like the boys do. And the only way to keep going is to keep supporting them.
How much do you think what we've seen with the PWHL has just caused this momentum to grow for more growth in women's hockey in general?
It's definitely caused a huge growth. You're seeing so much support for women's hockey. And even just here in Cape Breton, like we're trying to get our women's league going. The Lynx players, they went to Ottawa and played. It was in the Lady Senators hockey tournament, and they came second place. One of their players just signed, I think, to Carleton University. these girls are seeing how far they can go. They have role models on their team. Link's coach, Sonia Link, she went to the States and played, I think it was high school hockey and university hockey. There's a role model right there that you can do more and go further. And once you get older, then you can become a coach and still play. Sonia still plays. Link's coach, Jessica McDermott, we're playing in a hockey tournament in the pier, fundraising to keep the pier rink open. We have multiple women's teams in the tournament, mixture of ages. And then we even have some Blizzards tournaments going on. So there's lots of women's hockey actually going on during March break.
We've had Sonia on the broadcast a number of times. I know she's doing really good things with the Lynx there as well. Hopefully next year we're checking in on an actual established league. Thanks for telling us all about it, Kyla. Best of luck with everything going forward.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it, and hope lots hear this and are willing to step up and help out and get this going.
That's Kyla Abraham. She is a teacher at Riverview, also coaches both hockey and softball. She's in the process of trying to establish a girls hockey league for the Cape Breton area. You're listening to the intermission of Celtic Kubota, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.